The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Going to give this to Benson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Murray going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Murray now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. James Pierce. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw Penix. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Let's go now.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Go! 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
And looking to throw, Penix. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shotgun now from Murray. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Murray. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Walker able to collapse Use the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass, obviously.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This 2nd and 4. There's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a give, running left is Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Penix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Throwing again, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll throw with Penix. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw again is Penix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Murray. It's Hill, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And Shark calls it in. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Shark. 34 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have retaken a third quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Play action. Here's Penix. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard. Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Murray now. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On first down, it's Benson. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Benson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Robinson up the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hawks, 70, Hawks, go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
19 Lions. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Penix working out of the gun here. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
23 yards.
And it looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Touchdown! Charlie Warner. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to break their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Oh, and a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. They'll throw with Penix. That one complete. He finds Sharp. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilkins. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.